Hey guys, my name is Josh Martinez. I am originally from Big Brother season 19. Now I'm currently on NBC's Destination X, and you're watching the Hollywood Junket.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. Thank you so much for your time again. So you watched everything last night. What were your thoughts on the episode? What are you feeling? Have your emotions kind of changed a little bit toward Rick? Or that was no easy game to play, and I think you did an excellent job. But let's get into your thoughts on that.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. But no, extremely disappointed. I think, even if I've done so many reality shows, the past 8 years, I've been filming two shows, if that, if not more, a year. But I've always had a successful run. Either I've won or I've made it pretty far. So to be out first is a shot at my ego and a stab in the heart. But it's all my doing. I don't blame Rick. I'm the one that didn't trust my instinct and my gut, and I didn't trust my team. Not that I didn't trust my team, I just didn't listen to my team. Um, so it's all my mistake, and all I could do is just learn from it, and that's it. But it is really tough because I most importantly, besides winning, I wanted to win. I go into all these shows to win. I wanted to live at least a full experience, and I got a taste of it, and now I got to watch it, so it's tough.
You did, you did. I saw when you got off the bus, you were in Italy and you kind of knew the place too already. You're like, I'll take you to the best bar down there.
I was there the summer before, literally spent like 2 weeks in Rome with my family in Italy. So like I know Rome. I know all the good spots. I know the so when I saw I didn't even get in front of the Colosseum. As soon as they opened the doors and I saw the fence and the sidewalk, I was like, I'm in front of the Colosseum. I'm like, I can't believe this. And that was just such a stupid mistake.
It's okay. Everything definitely happens for a reason,
Yeah,
and you never know what's going to come next, right?
I
We
agree.
did see on the show that the group quickly kind of divided into men versus women. How did that come about? Can you give us any insight on that?
I think what happened, what kind of set that off was, and I don't think it divided in between men versus women. I think the girls teaming up right off the bat put the guys on defense just because
Mhm.
Ali and Mac played a very aggressive first challenge. And I kind of think it was a good move on their end. It set the game in motion and it was like, all right, it's game on. Like everybody's here to game. Um so great move for them. I mean, they got the advantage, right? But my thing with that, I don't think it's splitting between guys and girls because at that point I was connecting with Ali. I had a good relationship with Tay. I just didn't trust Mac. Mac, I couldn't read her. I couldn't get a good. We didn't really connect. So Mac was somebody that I kind of wanted to like put a target on her back a little bit, but without being too aggressive with it. But yeah, no, I think these people came to play and they came to game, so it was a really right off the bat, it was a really good move on the girls' end.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of that, you do have a very good way of reading people. After all, you won Big Brother season 19. That is
Thank
incredible.
you. Thank you.
What made you, knowing how to read people, kind of getting a feel out for them, what made you trust Rick initially with the Milan tip?
I didn't. Till this day, I don't know why I let that because I went to bed being certain that I was in Rome. I think one major thing that I think that they didn't air, which was
Mhm.
very like why a lot of people thought we were in Milan, was we got the windows open for a split second, 3, 4 seconds, and now we realize that that was meant to throw us off, right? But the windows open and we are on a hill. We felt like we were going up and down and up and down, but it literally we looked and it looked like hillside, like Tuscany or something. So it felt like we were northern Italy, like it just didn't look like Rome. But then we had been traveling for another 2, 3 days. But you lose sense once you're locked in there. You lose sense of time. You lose sense of what day it is. Like you're completely cut off and in the dark. So that's why a lot of people thought we were in Milan because we had thought we didn't travel that long. We had traveled the whole 2 days by the time we got to Rome from that destination. So it was just so crazy, man. Your mind definitely plays tricks on you. I've learned so much about myself. It was a huge crash course lesson of just trust your damn self, Josh. When you feel something about somebody, your gut's never lying to you. When you feel certain about something, whatever in these games are in life, just trust your gut. And just with Rick, I just never really trusted him. So I don't know. It was just so much chatter going on that last hour going into the map room that threw me off.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I
Yeah.
think this is a great lesson for our viewers listening to trust your gut, guys. Trust
Yes.
that feeling. Just go deep down and trust it. So thank you for
100%.
that. Yeah. And what other were there any other major elements of Destination X that kind of threw you for a loop?
I mean, the one major element, it's such a fast-paced game. It's
Hmm.
extremely fast-paced. I've played so many different games. This is completely different from anything I played. I mean, the social aspect, it's like Big Brother on wheels. That's what
Hmm.
it is. It's like the Big Brother house on wheels on steroids. Because like the game is so fast-paced. You're changing locations so quick. You have to like read into these clues, but you're kind of it's just a guessing game and having to trust strangers and allies, and it's just a very fast-paced game. But I think like just the confinement, I think I don't do well. I'm like an Energizer bunny. I'm like a bull in a china shop, and I can't sit still. I mean, I was always like on like I got really good grades, but my teachers were always giving me shit for being hyperactive, and I realized I cannot be confined. So I think that's what I learned about myself too. I don't do well being trapped on a bus, even though I would die to be trapped on that bus again. Isn't that crazy? I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I would die for a season two like redemption.
You never know, though, Josh.
We'll
That's the
see.
thing. You never know.
We'll see.
What's another game show that you want to be on, and what's one that you were are like, I would never be on that one?
So I would never be on. I don't want to say I would never be
Mhm.
on because like I don't know. I'm crazy enough to like change my mind. But for the longest, it was. I'm the biggest Survivor fan. Huge fan of Survivor. I love the show. Um, but for the longest, I was like I would never be on it because I think I would be first boot. Um, and I don't know how I would do in the jungle and starving and all that stuff. I'm a city boy at heart. And then um what I would die to do next would be traders. I would love to do traders. So hopefully that's in the books for me.
Definitely. Speaking of in the books for you, what can we expect next from you? Let us know where to follow you. Let us know if you have any upcoming projects coming on the
Yeah.
yeah.
Right now nothing too crazy. I think I'm chilling. I did three shows back to back, Destination being the last one that I did in fall. I did the Challenge 40, I did a Telemundo show, and then I went pretty hard back to back. So I think I've had a good enough break now, but just a lot of things are in talks. We'll see what happens, but I think just follow me. Everything's Josh Martinez. You can find me on socials and just tune in. Keep tuning into Destination X. It only gets better. It's such unpredictable TV. It's gonna be so fun. So just stay glued on NBC because it's gonna be a really good show.
Thank you. We have a couple more questions left, I think 5 minutes here. So thank you again
Okay.
so much for your time,
Thank
Josh.
you.
If somebody were going to go on a show like this, or just let's say a reality show in general, what are some red flags you would say, as a seasoned professional in this, to kind of look out for? Or what are some audition tips to kind of give them going on the show?
I think so. Before I got on Big Brother, I tried out three times, and the third time I really owned in on just like my identity and who I am and being Latino. I'm a first generation. My parents came from Cuba, and like I never really like. Not that I didn't like share that. I definitely shared that I was Latino, but I didn't like I just like completely just owned in on that, and that's who I am, and that's my identity. So like everybody has something unique to themselves. That's just me. Being Cuban is my pride and joy, and I love being Hispanic, and that's my culture and everything. So I just like really threw it in their face. But if you want to get on TV, every single person has their own identity. Everybody has something unique about themselves. Exploit that. And listen, this is not for the weak. Like everybody's like, oh, I want to be on TV. I want to compete. Shit is not easy. All right. So it comes with a lot, but it's all worth it. And just never give up on that dream. If that's what you want, like, it turned into something for me. So hopefully everybody, whoever has that goal, it happens for them too.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
definitely. Also, like, had you planned or had you stayed on Destination X,
Yeah.
what was going to be kind of like your strategy going forward? How were you going to kind of navigate through the game? Did you have any alliances you wanted to form or just kind of see it head
I
on?
yeah, so I had a really good bond growing with Ali, with the team that I was teamed up with Biggie, with Shane, with Ali, with Tay. I felt a good connection. I felt a good connection with a lot of people, with Kim, with Jonah. I felt really well connected. So I was in a really good position if I would have stayed. That's what's tough. I think it was set up for me to do well. It was
Mhm.
set up for me to do well because I was forming really tight bonds, and that's where I thrive,
Yeah.
in forming good, genuine friendships. So that's what sucks. But I think I would have done really well. I think to be completely honest with you though, the reality is it was getting just once it's set in that I was going to be trapped in this bus, I was due for blow ups. Like I was going to pop off on Rick. I was going to pop off on Max. So it was probably good the way that I went out that I left in somewhat of a classy fashion because I was getting agitated with a lot of people already. Like we're confined. There's nowhere to run. You're trapped in there. So I get annoyed easily.
As would anybody. Yeah, no, totally understand that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, while you guys were on the road traveling, what was it like kind of behind the scenes? Like, I liked your comment you made. You're like, I like it how nobody snores. It's a peaceful sleep. That was funny.
Yeah. No, it was so much fun. We truly had so much fun. And I was there for probably less than a week, but just the crew, everybody, it was just it was a lot of fun, man. And it just, what was nice for me was I've been on shows besides my first season of Big Brother, everybody's a seasoned veteran.
Yeah.
So you know what they're getting into. To see these people so excited and it's so fresh and it's so new for them, it just made me fall in love with making TV even more. Because like I realized how lucky I am that this has turned into something for me. So it was just like a very refreshing and fun experience for me. And that's what's hard that like I was getting while it was tough being confined on the bus, it was a lot of fun. And like obviously with every show, it's not gonna be easy. But I got to work with NBC, which was a dream come true. The production team, they were truly some of the best producers I've worked with and such an amazing group of people. So it was very sad that it was very short-lived. I felt like I let them down, but hopefully I get to annoy them, who knows, in the near future.
Absolutely, Josh. We
Yeah.
thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
And I loved watching you on Big Brother and Destination X, and we can't wait to see what else life has in store for you. We know you're going to rock it and kill it. So
Thank
thank
you
you for
so
being
much. You're
on.
so sweet. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too, Josh. You take care, okay?
Bye, you too.
Bye.
Ciao.